One day, as the golden sunlight streamed through the treetops onto the forest floor, everything was bathed in a magical glow, as if nature itself was ready to tell a new story. Greenery was everywhere, tall trees, thick leaves, and down below, hidden among the bushes, rustling sounds could be heard. There was a freshness in the air, and the leaves rustled gently in the breeze, as if the jungle itself was breathing. The ground was brown and muddy, with patches of green grass and yellow and white wildflowers bloomed among the thorny bushes. The scent of these flowers filled the air, and a new fragrance was felt with every step. In one corner of this greenery, a middle-aged farmer named Shamsu walked barefoot, carrying a bundle of wood. The sound of his footsteps and his breathing echoed in the silence. Dressed very simply, short in stature, with deep-set eyes, and that strange peace on his face, as if he was always seeing something new. There was an innocence in his eyes, and an unknown hope in his heart. On the old path, when my feet stepped on dry leaves, there was a sweet rustle. These sounds reminded me of my childhood, when I used to run on these very paths. Suddenly, my gaze fell under a bush. A brown snake, shiny, with a long body and yellow eyes, lay writhing in pain. Its breathing was fast, and a wound was clearly visible on its body. I knelt down and thought, this wound looks old. Maybe from a thorn, or from fighting with an animal. Both fear and hope flickered in its eyes. I took out an old handkerchief from my torn pocket and carefully cleaned the snake's wound. My hands were trembling, but my heart was full of compassion. The snake closed its eyes, as if saying thank you. In that moment, a silent bond formed between human and animal. In the jungle at that time, there was only the sound of crickets chirping and the gentle rustling of leaves. Everything was peaceful, as if nature had paused everything for a moment. A few days later, as the sun was setting in a red glow, I was sitting outside my small mud house. Despite the tiredness, there was a strange joy in my heart. Just then, the same brown snake slowly approached, looked at me and said, "You saved my life. Now I will give you the reward of life." There was a hint of gratitude and friendship in its voice. I was surprised, but I followed the snake. There was both fear and curiosity in my heart. In the deeper part of the jungle, where the trees grew even thicker and the light was dim, the snake stopped under a tree. The air there smelled of dampness and earth. It tapped the ground 3 times with its tail. "Dig here," it said, "but don't be greedy. Don't forget the rights of others in what you find." There was deep wisdom in its advice. I started digging. Dirt got under my fingernails. My hands got tired. Drops of sweat appeared on my forehead, but hope kept me going. But before evening, an old wooden chest was found. It bore the marks of time, as if it had been hidden in the earth for years. When I opened it, my eyes lit up. Gold coins, sparkling jewels, and old seals. And in the middle, a small piece of parchment. He who helps the voiceless becomes a master of his own time. This sentence touched my heart. I didn't keep that treasure just for myself. My heart told me that true happiness comes from sharing. I built a small school for the orphaned children of the village so they too could get the light of knowledge, and I gave rations to the widows. Their prayers had a different kind of power. I still live in the same house, only my clothes have changed. That same peace on my face, but a secret in my heart, which I only tell to those who don't just see animals as animals. Now I know that friendship and compassion always come back to you. The jungle is not just wild, it also teaches gentleness, gratitude, and loyalty. Here, every relationship, whether human or animal, tells its own unique story.